Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
I love this man. Sincerely and literally love him. The greatest president ever, Donald J. Trump. Good morning, Mr. President.
Well, you can't give me a better introduction than that. I would say that's not so bad, huh? That's great.
I think the Giants hired John Harbaugh because of you. I really do.
Well, he's great. I mean, him and his brother, they're great. That family is fantastic. They actually came up to the White House a few months ago with the mother and father. Oh. Two brothers, mother and father. They're great football coaches. I think the Giants, look, they have a real coach. I think he's going to do fantastically well.
President Trump, just yesterday on this program, we found a way to talk about the National Football League. I guess ESPN played it. He doesn't like the kickoff. He goes, I don't understand. They kick the ball, nobody runs. And then I asked him about John Harbaugh, the coach of the Giants. Joe Benigno, WFAN legend, still on Saturday mornings on The Fan. He contributes to this show basically weekly, and no way I was going to do an anniversary week and not have this guy on. Joseph, good Wednesday morning, buddy. How are you?
Sydney Arthur, how are you? Congratulations on the big anniversary. God bless you with that.
Thank you.
I was telling Rufino that we were thinking about moving to Minneapolis. I don't know what you think about that. But it is, and open up, one of these, home care centers, a Leering Center. You know what I mean?
You can make a lot of money and not do any work. It's not a bad deal.
That's exactly.
Although I don't think they could do that anymore. I don't know.
Way, do you think? And I've been seeing this online. This guy attacked Omar last night or sprayed something on her.
Yeah.
Do you think that could have maybe been like a setup, Sid?
I don't know. Bo Dietl texted me and said that it was urine. Doesn't sound like a setup. It was pee-pee.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just anything's possible.
Where was Eddie Scazzeri at that time yesterday? When this...
Eddie Scazzeri, how do you bring him up? What does he have to do with it?
I don't know. I think if it's a setup, Eddie may be involved. Eddie's one of those bleeding heart liberals, I don't think Eddie's a big Trump guy, is he?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. But I love. But you know what? But I love him anyway.
Oh,
Eddie,
so do I. So do I. Do you know Eddie Scazzeri's? And no one knows who the hell we're talking about, but that's fine. Do you know Eddie Scazzeri's favorite song?
His favorite song. Well, by the way, that was a good job. Little Hamilton, Joe Frank, and Reynolds from 1971.
Excellent.
I like that, Sid.
I know you like that song.
That takes me back to high school. So
yes. Well, this song made well, too.
His favorite song is what do you call it? Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
No. Well, maybe it's up there, but this song will take it back to high school, too. It's a hit by America.
What, Sister Golden Hair?
Bang! To quote the great Mike Breen, bang.
Actually, Sister Golden Hair was actually from my college days. That was more like 75.
Okay, there you go. So Trump loves the Harbaugh. He actually put on Truth Social after Harbaugh was fired by Baltimore, a Giants, basically, don't be stupid, go get him. And the Giants did. But forget about what Trump says or I say. What does Joe Benigno think about this highlight? Craig Carton was on 2 weeks ago. I love Craig. And he said, look, he's a great coach, okay? But the truth is, with Lamar Jackson, they went nowhere. He won one Super Bowl in 18 years with Baltimore. He's got talent here, but the defense really fell apart late last season, which is not really a John Harbaugh thing. I think you were saying, great coach, yes, things will be better, yes, but don't buy your Super Bowl tickets just yet. What are you thinking?
Well, I think it's a great hire for the Giants. I mean, I think it kind of went south with Lamar at the end. And let's be honest. I think Lamar's a little overrated too. I mean, I'm sorry. That's me. I think he is. But be that as it may, look, I think the Giants. It's a tremendous hire. I mean, you got a quarterback in place already. You got a lot of nice young players on this team. You're going to get Scatterboo back. You're going to get Neighbors back. You got these young guys on the defensive line. You got Carter there. You got Burns there. You got Thibodeau there. Dexter Lawrence. You got guys there, and you got the 5th pick in the draft. So, I don't think the division is great. Philly's kind of come back to the pack a little bit. I don't know how good the Cowboys are. They got no defense at all. Washington, I know the quarterback was hurt last year, but I don't think the division is great. And I think the Giants going to make a nice move there. I really do.
So do I. I agree. Let's talk about Bill Belichick, who won 2 of his 8 Super Bowls with the Giants. Of course, he won 6 as head coach with the Pats. But working that Bill Parcells, Lawrence Taylor defense, he gets 2 more, 8 Super Bowls. There is no logical, good explanation why he's not a first-timer. In fact, most NFL fans believe, no disrespect to Paul Brown or Don Shula or George Halas, he's the greatest coach of all time. How does he possibly not get in on his first try?
Yeah, you should have mentioned Vince Lombardi in that group, too.
Right,
But be that as it may, it's a joke. It's a joke. Now, maybe it has something to do with the Spygate nonsense or the Deflategate nonsense. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with his 24-year-old girlfriend. I have no idea. I have no clue. But, I mean, how he's not a first-ballot Hall of Famer, I don't – come on. To me, as far as I'm concerned, bro, and I go back to, 1961 watching football. He's the best of what. He's right there with Lombardi. I mean, you want to go either way, 1-2, he's right there with him.
Ahead of Shula.
Oh, he's better. Yeah, I put him ahead of him.
I don't.
Let's say this about Shula. You're talking about Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Shula had Dan Marino.
Well, hold on. He didn't win with Marino. He won Super Bowls.
What I'm saying. Shula had, all these years with Marino, he went to 1 Super Bowl. They got killed by Montana and the 49ers in that game.
Right.
And he never went back to another one. So,
no, he never really had a great running game or defense to help out Danny. But you're talking about, look, Belichick did it with one team, the Pats. Cleveland, he had 1 good year out of 4. You look at Shula. This guy won in Baltimore. He won again with the Dolphins with Bob Greasy. Right. And Greasy was not a great quarterback. He won 1 Super Bowl.
He had a great defense.
I know, but
running game.
I get it.
Tonka, Mercury Morris, Jim Kick.
Yeah,
come on.
But the guy
won. Famous on the offensive line. Larry Little, Bob Kuchenberg.
But the guy won in 2 different places. And Belichick can't boast that. I got news for you.
He didn't win with the Colts, bro. He didn't win with the Colts.
But he got there.
That Super Bowl to the Jets.
He got there. I mean, even
he did.
I got news for you. Even Belichick's boss. He only won with the Giants, but he got there with New England. He got to the Super Bowl. The Jets and Cowboys were playoff teams. You show me a guy who can go to 3 or 4 different teams. I mean, the truth is, Belichick was on his way to nowhere until Mo Lewis knocked out Bledsoe, and here comes Tom Brady.
Well, let's go back to the Parcells thing, though. Bill Parcells never won a Super Bowl without Belichick. I mean, let's be honest. And I'm not knocking Parcells, but he didn't. Okay, I mean, and even the New England year when he went to the Super Bowl with New England, Belichick was on his staff there too. So, you know what I mean, bro? Let's be honest about it.
No, that's true. He did not win without Bill Belichick, but again, Belichick
Bill Belichick may be the greatest defensive coordinator that ever lived. Ryan is in that conversation. Steve Spagnuolo's in that conversation.
I don't know.
Belichick's up there.
So was Ryan, the father I'm talking about,
That's
not Rex.
Buddy
you
Ryan,
said by. Look, I love Bill Belichick. He should have been in the Hall of Fame, the first ballot. It's ridiculous. But I'm just going to tell you, he won all those Super Bowls in New England with Tom Brady at quarterback. He's the best ever. And he won his 2 Super Bowls with a giant defense that had Lawrence Taylor. He's the best ever. So it's not like Bill Belichick won with guys that are just, okay, you had Tom Brady and LT.
Sid, every great coach has basically won with great quarterbacks, whether it was Lombardi with Bart Starr, whether it was Walsh with Montana, whether it was Chuck Noll with Terry Bradshaw. We could go on and on with that.
What about Flores? What about Flores? He won 2 Super Bowls with Jim Plunkett. He wasn't great.
He did, and Jim Plunkett should be in the Hall of Fame, by the way.
He should?
Yes.
He was not a great NFL quarterback. He was great at Stanford. He wasn't great with the Raiders.
You got to remember, he was drafted number 1 by a putrid New England Patriot team.
Yes. That
absolutely was horrible. He had no offensive line there. You got to factor that in too, Sid.
He also had Marcus Allen. Frank Morano says, with a girlfriend...
Year, not the first one. The second Super Bowl he had Marcus Allen, not the first one.
The first one, his linebacker picked off Jaworski 3 times, I think, Martin, right?
Yeah, Martin. That's right.
Martin. Kenny King had a big touchdown that day, if I remember.
By the way, Kenny King beating Herman Edwards down the sideline for that touchdown.
That's right, like an 80-yarder. Morano says, with a girlfriend 50 years younger, he's already a runner, much more meaningful than the Hall of Fame.
I don't know. I think he's lost his cookies a little bit, Bill. As far as that goes,
I think so too.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. I mean, it's all well and good to have the young girl and all, young chick and all that.
Yeah.
But you know what? She's running his life. That's a little concerning.
Yeah, he should be coaching the NFL. Enough of this North Carolina nonsense. Final 60 seconds. They brought in the pitcher last week. The Mets.
Freddie Peralta.
Right, Peralta. They've added Polanco. They've added the Simeon. I don't know. They've added some pieces, I guess.
Right.
David Stearns.
Lewis Roberts in center field.
Right.
Bo Bichette at third base.
Bo Bichette, yeah.
I'm not happy, Sid. I'm not happy.
No.
And let me say this too. Say whatever you want about Peach. Peach should be here he should have played his whole career with the Mets. Be that as it may, how did they blow it with Edwin Diaz? Can you tell me that? How do you sell me that the closer now is going to be Devin Williams? How do you sell me that, bro? You know what I mean? You had the best closer in baseball in Edwin Diaz, and for $3 million, you let him walk away? What was the real story there?
He didn't want to stay.
Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.